Awesome. Welcome, everyone. If you just want to take a quick minute to mute, would be awesome, or Shine can mute everyone. So welcome, everyone, to our what is hopefully going to become our weekly Thriving Humanity community call. We've been really missing, as we've been enjoying traveling, we've also been missing our regular community connection time. So yeah, we're hoping to do this weekly. Let us know if there's a perfect date for you to be able to join us weekly, and we're going to roll those dates out. So what we're going to do on this call is really just wanted to gather people who are excited and passionate about creating a thriving humanity, having projects, dreams, things you're working on that we get to share, collaborate on together, see if we can make some fun connections, and then juice up together. So that's the agenda for this call. We're going to start with a little meditation just to get us all grounded and focused. We'll then have a quick speed sharing round where everyone is going to do a quick share of a project they're working on, or something they're passionate about, or something they'd like to call into the community more. And then we'll close with a wonderful manifestation to juice up not only the individual things people have been sharing over the call, but also juice up humanity as well. And yeah, just feel like we have all taken steps towards our visions and passions energetically and collectively. So that's the agenda. So anything you want to add, sweetie? Nope, perfect. All right, so let's just start. Take a deep breath. Thank you for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. We know there's many other things you could be doing with your time, so just give yourself a little bit of gratitude for a moment. Thank you for showing up to yourself. Thank you for being here in this moment. Thank you for feeling the call to connect with community and really call in a beautiful, more abundant, more thriving future for all of us. And we know this is an inner game. It's very easy to get distracted and bombarded with other information and outer things that may feel challenging or negative. And we know that this needs to be an inner game. And sometimes it's a lot easier when we gather together and we juice each other up with that, instead of just feeling a little bit like you're kind of the only one carrying this vision. So let's just take a nice deep breath in. And just sigh it out. Another nice deep breath in. And just sigh that out. And one more, just let go of anything you don't want to carry forward today. And now, one thing that is always thriving and an easy thing for us to connect with, no matter how you feel about yourself or your community or the world, is Mother Earth. Mother Earth is here right now, holding us up, blooming and growing and maybe hibernating for some of us in this part of the world. But Mother Earth is doing her thing. So let's just take a nice deep breath and just picture yourself reaching down into the earth and just scoop up a lovely armful of beautiful earth energy and just pull that up, 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 up. And just let that rest light in your chest, in your heart. And just know that nature has a beautiful, perfect blueprint for how to thrive, how to grow, how to transform. And there's nothing nature needs from us. It's just got that. It's there, it's solid. And with that knowing, let's just take a moment and pull in that dream, that vision, that thing that you're calling in, that thing that you're excited about, that thing that you're focused in, and just see it like the nature energy mycelium network that's just perfectly balanced and perfectly connected, and just plant your vision, your dream, your intention into that network of beautiful light energy that is now in your heart, connected down through the earth, through your feet, into the core. And just see your project beautifully lit up, connected, supported, There's channels of light and energy and abundance and community and connection, all connected to your beautiful vision. And just see it glowing and thriving and held in this beautiful space. There's nothing that is missing. There's nothing that is lacking. Oh, just feel it growing and rooting into this collective container that we're building right now together. Reach your energy out to the other people on this call right now and just make a little energy connection, touch their light, touch their project, and see them all beautifully linked together, supported, the energy flowing from one to the other easily. What one is lacking, the other has, and what one needs, the other is able to provide, and it just flows and nourishes, and all of them are lighting up together like beautiful glowing spots of light. And just see that network surrounding all of us on this call together. We have everything we need. It's all here. We got this. It's coming. And now all we need to do for the rest of this call is we can just share that vision if we want with each other. And if not, you can hold it in your heart too, and just know that you've already done some work today to know that it is possible and that it is growing and that it is coming, and that you could not have this vision if it was not possible and you were not the one that had the tools and abilities to make it happen. And just take a nice deep breath. And just come back to your body, come back to this call, come back to the room. Oh, look how fun. Isn't this fun? I went to sleep, and when I came back, there were so many more people on the call. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yay. Yana, Jenny, Kathy, and Paul. Andrea, James.
I think James
Natasha,
enjoyed that meditation
Timon,
or something.
Trisha, Paul, and Jen.
Unmute, James. Tell us what you're feeling.
I just had a full body orgasm.
Well, thank you very much. My work here is done.
I swear to God, it was like the mycelium, right? I'm an earth regenerator and an earth connector, but like seeing that bathed light. Usually, my meditation's different. I bring Father Sky and Mother Earth to my solar plexus, where your soul is, and then I send that love out to the people that are sleeping, because I'm up at 4:30 in the morning or 2 o'clock whenever God decides to wake me up and get me fired up. But like going into the earth, and then that mycelial network that exists actually right now underneath our feet, underneath the house that we live in, that is connected to the entire planet. And that glowing light that you described was just like, and then bringing that back up to me, and the waves going out of me and coming back to me and coming out, was just like, I had a full body orgasm, legitimately. I was like vibrating and just like, yeah, my legs tingling, my body tingling, my arms tingling, my heart tingling. So thank you for that, Kristall.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And this is the perfect example, what I said at the beginning, if you missed that moment, where I was just saying that sometimes, you know, we can feel alone, like this is a big project or a big thing that we're carrying all by ourselves. And just by coming together, and even though many of you haven't even said anything yet, you've tapped into this connective, and I can feel James's energy. I think, you know, we can all feel this energy just 10 times more lit up than I was 5 minutes ago before we gathered together. And it's just such a reminder for me of how powerful we are when we come together just in light and love. That's it. That's, you know, we're just here in light and love. So
may I just add, has anyone here, and I'm sure you must have as enlightened individuals, have you heard of the whirling rainbow prophecy, any of you?
No.
Please, so the whirling rainbow prophecy is the Navajo and the Hopi. It's the coming together of all peoples in healing and in humanity, all races, all colors, all creeds together as one, helping each other heal. It's exactly the same message. And I was told to create this whirling rainbow sanctuary with my ex-partner years ago. And I started to kind of create this garden center, and it was very like egocentric, because it was about, you know, I wanted to share love. I love plants, and I love gifting people plants when I can. If I've got extra money, I've got extra plants. I take plants from people's houses because they all make babies, right? And the babies then can be shared with other people at no cost. And so anyway, Whirling Rainbow Sanctuary, Whirling Rainbow Prophecy
Beautiful.
is what I all recommend, that you just sort of like do a little deep dive on that. And
Beautiful. Can you just type that into the chat so then people can go?
Of course I can. Of course
Amazing.
I can.
Love that.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do that right now.
Beautiful.
Also mute myself so that other people can share their excitement. I see Kathy is like brimming. And who's this beautiful, beautiful soul behind her?
Who is that handsome man?
Yeah. Who is that fella? Kathy? Tell us.
Good morning.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Wow,
everybody.
what a
Wow.
beautiful energy here. Woohoo!
Hey.
Hi, Maitreya. I haven't seen
Yeah,
you since you fell off a
Maitreya.
chair laughing at a restaurant over a joke we were sharing. Do you remember that day?
Sounds like her.
That's your other career, being a comic.
We had so much fun.
Thank you for that, James. Yeah, everybody felt that. Right there with you, James.
Yeah.
Big energy here, hey? But then we got Atlas 1 right behind the sun yesterday. Yeah. And so that's coming into our sphere, our hearts, our soul, our power through the sun. So apparently it depends on who you talk to, but I've definitely been connecting to this being. It's an intergalactic being for sure.
Wow.
And very from the beyond, and it does thousands of year cycles, and it's coming through to give us the energy to do exactly what we're doing today, like to bring in the evolution of the human species through our visions, through our hearts, through what we all feel called to do. So very cool. Nice meeting you, James. Where are you at, James?
I'm in British Columbia. I live in Abbotsford. I'm going to share with you guys the view from my window, if I may. Wait, wrong way. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Well,
Look beyond to the mountains.
yeah.
You know,
Beautiful.
I'm situated luckily, I'm renting, but I found this place with hard work and determination, but also alignment with the universe. And it's on 6 acres. And I'm setting up, like we talk about mushrooms. It's one of my big things is like, obviously, you know, David Aurora, mushrooms demystified.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about guide to Western mushrooms. If you guys want to come out to my property, I'm going to be setting up like a mushroom walk next year where I want to educate people on what you can and can't eat. There's only one mushroom that'll kill you. The rest, some of them will make you like really ill. They won't kill you. So why not try it? You know, it's wild. And so, like, anyway, sorry, I don't want to take the stage. This is not that's the time or the place. I want other people to be able to share as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Helen, for example.
To the SpeedShares. If
What
anyone,
time did you wake up this morning, James?
Um,
Serious. I got up at 3:58.
Okay, so I have a story to share with you, and it's to do with sleep.
Okay.
This is a sad story, but it also has a happy ending.
Is it a concise story?
we want to move.
Yeah, it is concise, but it's pertinent to the conversation because it shows my vulnerabilities as well. I'm not perfect. I am just a man, like we all are, or woman, you know. We're all children of God. We're all children. We're all of the singularity, the oneness, Yahweh, Allah. It's the same name for the divine entity, the creator. Okay. I digress. The story. Last night, I got up at 2:00 in the morning, the previous day. So yesterday, 2 a.m. And I had this really great conversation with Darcy, who's another light bringer. He's got an animal sanctuary that I'm going to be linking in with him with Hempcrete and creating a beautiful space for youth at risk, learning a bunch of really cool shit. I'll get into that but the story is this. I was tired. I went to the Abbotsford Canucks game last night. I was invited by a client of mine who happens to be he's retired, he's 84, but he was the vice president of RBC, like the Royal Bank of Canada. And he's going to help me with my Ladybug Landscaping franchising, which is happening next year. But again, I digress. So I was tired and I went to pick up my son from, I forgot that I had to pick him up because it was just around the corner from the arena. And my wife said, could you pick him up? But I was on a phone call to another fellow who's a DJ, Sam Chimes. I'm trying to mentor other people in their businesses to connect with their spark so that they can share their love and their light with the world. That's what life is all about. So I went over to pick up my son and I was late because I came home, which is a 15-minute journey. And my wife is like sitting on the couch. She's like, where's Timothy? I said, shit. He's like, you were going to pick him up. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, I'll go pick him up then. And I went, but I was tired, right? At 2 o'clock in the morning. So then I arrived there. I said to my wife, please, could you just text him to let him know that I'm on my way? Because I hate waiting. That's in one of my.
James, let's wrap it up. We got a full hour plan here. I want to hear your story, but let's go.
So the thing is 20 minutes went by and I'm sitting out in the car and I'm texting in. I'm like, where are you? He's at his girlfriend's place. This is a repeat process, right? And I just lost it on him. I had rage beyond you can possibly believe. I broke my eyeglasses because when he got in the car, I just took and I just threw it down and so much rage and so much vulnerability. And then today, as I was talking and I got a good night's sleep, and that's where the message is that we need to sleep, because sleep is when we are closest to God. It's the only time that we're close to God is in dream time. And I was able to say to my son this morning when I woke up, I found a prayer. It's the, let me find it here. The Paul, that Ho'oponopono prayer, which is Ho'oponopono, whatever. It was like, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And I said that to my son, but I also said that to myself, which is really important. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, James. Yeah, that vulnerability piece, and I think that's a piece that we all carry with these big passions, and everyone can feel how passionate you are, James, about supporting humanity. And really, with these big pieces can come big frustration and big anger when we're hitting roadblocks, when we're hitting challenging moments. And that's where, yes, we can turn to God and we can turn to prayer. And I think a lot of us forget to turn to each other and to return to community. So that's what we're creating here. So there's a safe space for you to share your vision and your dream and your passions. And yeah, let's get through, give everyone a quick chance to share. We won't get into story. And I really encourage you to not give us a lot of backstory about why you're creating it, because we'll get that from you when we dig in later if we want to ask more questions. But what's really exciting for us right now, when we, a lot of us don't know each other, is just what are you doing now, or even what's the vision for the big vision for the future. And then you can share where I am now. Let's start there. The big vision for the future is this. Where I am now is here in this moment. And what would be amazing or supportive or helpful or just flow energy towards is this element right now for me. And then we can either we'll see if we'll do a quick flow for each one, or if we'll just do a collective flow at the end. So I'll just kind of follow that. But yeah, let's start with big vision, like that mycelium dream that you planted. What was like the essence? If you scoop up the essence of that, what's the essence of that? Share that with us, and let's see if we can share it in just a few minutes each. And then we'll be able to dig in a little bit more. So who would like to share first?
Just go for it.
I'm happy to go.
Go,
Come
go,
on.
go. Thank you.
And I posted in the chat for us what you just shared with those 3 steps: the vision, where am I at, what would support me right now.
Well, that's great.
For me personally, the overarching vision, it's so aligned to be here. It's so good to be here with you guys. And it is, so the North Star consists of 3 core pillars. And the first core pillar is to contribute to humanity, move from patterns of survival to patterns of thriving. The second pillar is to contribute to raise the baseline of consciousness within humanity. And the third pillar is to contribute to the realization of humanity's highest potential, and doing this through the individual dimension, the dimension of teams, communities, organizations. Where am I at? I briefly shared in the beginning. I'm currently at Yoga Vidya. I collaborate with the leadership there. It's Europe's largest ashram network and provider for yoga, Ayurveda, meditation, education. And I thought it's a great idea to be here for a couple of months. It's what Steve Jobs did before he scaled with Apple to relax his nervous system and do the identity work and everything. And of course, there's never a guarantee for things working out, but I'm a fan of modeling what worked for people that impacted humanity. And so that's where I'm at. What would support me right now? A couple of days ago, I've been working toward what I just shared since 2020 with Mastermind Enterprise Systems. And a couple of days ago, I started an initial rolling seed and started getting into conversations with potential investors into that. 270K for that round. And yeah, it's alignment over speed in that, and that would support me. And so basically almost everything's prepared and ready to scale. I've built a community building system, a mastermind system, and that's it for me, for us for now. I'm happy to get to know you guys a little bit.
I love it.
Beautiful. Love that.
If you could share in 1 or 2 lines, what's the actual thing you're doing? I didn't understand that. If someone were to pay you for something, what do you give them?
Oh yeah, I built systems. I built a mastermind community building, management, and expansion system, and we ran a couple of prototypes with this, and that's also what I help people with. And then the long-term vision is to expand into at least 1,500 regions until the end of 2033, and then to have mastermind communities focused on different topics. That's already more than enough what I shared. I'm learning to communicate more concisely, and I'm happy to hear from you other guys what's present and your visions.
So it's
Beautiful.
like consulting mixed with with mastermind. Am I understanding that right?
Yes, it's mainly community building, management, expansion, and then there are some other topics that are related to my role as an expert. But I think that's something to not focus so much in this call.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it.
I'm thinking what would be really fun, because everyone has links and projects and classes and follow up and follow me. And the way we can really support each other too is let's use the Facebook event page for this call. And that's where everyone can share their links. You know, we can share the Ho'oponopono prayer. We can share the rainbow prophecy. So everything that we're talking about, let's share it all on that Facebook event page. And I'll make sure that everyone can share on that publicly, and I'll send that. We'll send that out in the email as well. And then that will just be one spot where you can be like, oh, who was that person again on the call? I can't remember. And you'll be able to scroll through and, you know, share your social links, share any way that we can just really keep engaging and connecting with each other. So this doesn't end up being like a one-time kind of feel-good call, and then we never see each other again. So.
Sorry, quick question. Is that the Unite Global Wellness Portal, /events, community, products and services?
No, That is just going to be the Facebook event page for this call today.
Oh,
So I'll share it.
And I was thinking today about
I'll
creating.
share it in the link.
We have a Telegram channel that could host this, but people don't seem to be on there. So I was thinking we might need to build like a WhatsApp and like a Unite WhatsApp. Anyways, we'll figure that out. Not important right now. Let's just
Here, I'll just share the Facebook event link.
So I can only see your shoulder.
Only see my shoulder.
Anybody else just see Kristall?
Oh, we can see the full, but I guess it automatically does its thing.
Maybe
Yeah, I think whenever it compresses it, so even I can barely see you. Yeah.
Does that work?
I see you.
Yeah, now I do.
Maybe we can pin whoever's speaking. We can pin them. I'll work on that.
Can you paste in the chat? There we go.
There we
That's the Facebook event.
That'll be a good place to start.
Or I'll just do this.
No, now you're on.
This is good.
We can see you.
This is good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Whatever
You
you
don't
did
have to-
tonight, this is good.
Yay. Okay, so who's next? I'll pin you. Whoever
I'll
wants
go
to
next.
Go.
Jenny?
Yay. Welcome.
Yeah, and thank you for this. I think that I was trying to remember where I found the link, and it was the WhatsApp Light DAO.
Yeah, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, so wonderful to be here, and that was really beautiful. Really great way to start the morning, because I slept in really late today. So, anyways, I'm Jenny, and right now I'm creating a full dome experience and a mobile platform to empower and reward activism in the world. And it started with story for me. I'm a creative producer and storyteller, and I love social impact storytelling. So anything that drives a positive influence in the world is really my focus. And this one's on climate, on the environment. And we're going to tell the story in a full dome experience so that we have an opportunity to visualize the future we want to create in the world in this immersive, embodied environment. And when I was first, writing the story, I kept going back to how do we know when we're doing social impact storytelling that it turns the inspiration into tangible impact in the real world? Like, how do we really make a difference? And so that's when I came up with the idea of the platform. And it's a mobile game platform that gamifies activism and sends people out into the world to make impact. And so a few months ago, I connected with somebody who's going to be my CTO for the platform. And I realized also if we create this novel game platform that we can expand it beyond this first IP and really support positive action in the world. And how do we reward people for doing good things in the world, just in general, starting with the environment, but it could be other causes. We can partner with, national, international, and local NGOs for the activism. And so I've decided I want to start with community activations. And I've been talking to downtown Santa Monica, I'm in California, about popping up a small dome and play testing a version of the game right here locally and partnering with Heal the Bay, which is one of our local nonprofits that does a lot of work in Santa Monica area. And so I started conversations with them and trying to pull together a proposal to pop up a dome right in the middle of Santa Monica Place Mall.
Amazing.
So,
how can we support? How can the community support?
I guess my first level, and something that kind of threw me off base a little bit this week was my CTO was like, well, do you want to build $1 billion tech company around this? And I said, no, I want to make impact. And if it turns into $1 billion tech company, great, as long as it's social good. But that's not my driver. You know what I mean? How can we support right now? Right now I have a partnership with the Earth Rights Institute, so I have a 501c3 attached to this. So if anybody on here is a brilliant grant writer, I could use that help. I need to raise initial funding, and I don't care if it's pre-seed funding for the big picture or philanthropic funding or sponsorship funding. But we need to raise enough money to purchase a small dome theater that I can tour, because once this first activation is successful, then we can pop it up in partnership with communities everywhere. So, but then I need to purchase that tech and pay my development team to build the proof of concept of the game to kick off and create the film. So I've got some artists standing by to build that. The script's ready to go. So
Love it.
Beautiful. Love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Definitely tag me in your posts. I'll connect with some people.
okay, wonderful.
Woohoo! So fun. Look at all these projects. So fun. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Who else would like to share? Trishna. Trishna.
Hi, everyone. I'm an intuitive energy healer. My focus is on grief and trauma trapped in the body and psychosomatic illnesses and helping people heal holistically. Right now, one of the things that we do out in South Surrey is we offer a thing called Acu-Reiki, which is I work with a Chinese medicine doctor where we do acupuncture and Reiki at the same time. The reason why we really like this is, one, for a lot of clients, cost of energy healing is a barrier because extended health benefits will cover acupuncture, but not energy healing, obviously, at this point. So by bringing this together, people then have half their session is covered by extended health benefits, the acupuncture part, because it's actually done by an actual acupuncturist. And then we also add Reiki to that. So it's more a holistic healing process. Clients love it. It's a really great also in like a entry into even experiencing what energy healing is about, because a lot of people still don't know what that is and are a little bit nervous. So that's one of the things that we do that we really enjoy. And the other thing is, right now I'm starting a course starting in November 5th on Wednesdays for 7 weeks, focusing on the chakras, and each week we'll focus on one chakra and psychosomatic illnesses connected with that, as well as the organs and emotions and energies that are stuck there. And the idea is it's part education and then part tools and strategies on how to alleviate that before we get into the holiday season, when everything seems to like ramp up and go absolutely bonkers. The other thing is reminding people that 2025 was a year 9, which means that there were a lot of endings, there was a lot of grief, there was a lot of little grief, there was a lot of big grief. The world stage was quite insane, for lack of a better word. So getting people prepped by processing and clearing out the past year, so that they're ready for 2026, which is a year 1, which is a year of beginnings, which also could be quite tumultuous, but at least we'll have cleared out the old to make way for the new.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Trishna. Beautiful. Yeah. And make sure you share the links for all your stuff. You can share them here in the chat, and then also, on the Facebook event as well. So, yay. Thank you.
So Trishna, how do we support you?
I'm asking for, if you have anyone who is interested in something like this, who you think would benefit from this knowledge and information, I can share the link. They can go and register and join my class.
So you're a Reiki master, and you're giving people the ability to now become, your following would be Reiki tutors that would then be able to go out and heal others?
No. So the information that I'm giving is for the chakra healing information is for the layperson. They do not have to be an energy healer. So it's making it accessible to everybody without that tag of you must be a healer, because a lot of people are nervous about that. The Acu-Reiki piece, which is in person at a clinic with clients, again, is for people who need the energy healing with the acupuncture healing.
Beautiful.
So right now I'm offering a service and education.
Beautiful. Thank you, Trishna. Can you unpin, repin? We'll get this tech down. One day we'll have AI that will just repin it and unpin it and mute and all that stuff. Thank you for that, Trishna. That brought up something that has really been prevalent for me lately, is really realizing so much of what we do. I'm just going to mute that. Thank you. Getting a nice feedback. So much of what we do, all of us are doing, is really on the leading edge of kind of what the mainstream is accepting, understanding, aware of. And what we really find is it's really important to do the work that we're doing, but there's a lot of barriers to entry. And I really appreciate what you were saying, Trishna, about the barriers for people like using their insurance, that acupuncture is covered for a lot of people, but energy healing is not. And by combining those two modalities, you're really opening up a whole nother world for that. I was talking to my sister, and she's a counselor, and she was saying 95% of her clients are using insurance to pay for their sessions. So that's amazing that they've got, and that's a new thing. Lots of, 10 years ago, companies would not be giving people counseling under their insurance. So I'm so grateful we're here, and that there's still so far to go with bringing other modalities into the forefront to really showcase that these modalities can also be very beneficial, very supportive. And the more these insurance companies spend on these, I need a new word. I keep saying preventative wellness, but it's not preventative. It's preventative needing the it's increasing our well-being before we get into the healthcare system. So it's maybe preventative healthcare system. I don't know.
Holistic.
A holistic. We need
Holistic wellness is what I would call it.
Exactly. The more we can educate on holistic wellness and how it is actually preempting us needing the healthcare system and able to uplift, so insurance companies would spend way less on needing to pay out on these things if more of the things that were covered were actually designed to increase well-being, not just fix a problem that has been caused from neglect of our well-being. So yeah, I really have been getting that hit again and again, that our job, especially with Unite, but I think all of us, is to how can we reduce the barriers to entry in whatever form that is? How can we make all this easier for people to come across? So thank you for doing that work, Trishna. It's amazing.
Okay. And I'll just jump into a quick share about Unite on the back of that. So Unite is a global platform for well-being, and that includes a technology platform, kind of like Facebook, with a marketplace built in, and also physical spaces, eco-villages, eco-towers, wellness centers, uplifting media, big events, eventually like stadium shows. And a lot of people probably know of our events. We've done some amazing ones with Paul and Kathy at the Science World and Planetarium. But we've been doing a lot of market research and talking to investors, and there's something like $750 billion to up to $1 trillion in the US only that's wasted each year in healthcare costs, where people are going to a doctor for something that is like the doctor can't help with, and or just different things like that. And that preventative wellness has shown to be 5.6 times like the ROI. If you put $1 into preventative wellness, you save $5.60 on the back end of not having to go to the mainstream medical system. And so there's this massive, with the Doge and everything, there's this massive push for efficiency and to save money and to be. So we're telling that story to investors as a way for Unite to really become this hub and this platform where we can have a whole research component, where when people are going and having a session and they couldn't sleep, and then they can sleep, and a way to sort of verify that, and okay, this is a real person and they're trusted in the community, and so it's likely that we can trust their reviews and other ways. So we can actually gather that data and start to really have like real world scientific level stuff that people can see and say, oh wow, this Reiki stuff actually does really affect and it does work. Ooh, there should be studies funded around this, or like different ways. So that's our next focus with Unite is our speed healing app. And it's basically what we've been doing in person at our events with these speed healing sessions, or mini free wellness sessions. And it's bringing that online. And so that's in the App Store review right now. It's launching hopefully in like any day or hopefully in the next month. And we're doing a fundraise of $2 million US, chatting with investors. So the best way that people can support us, two ways. One is any connection with potential investors, but also anyone who would want to even donate to our crowdfunding. Small investments are okay. We're open to whatever right now. And eventually we'll have an equity crowdfunding where anyone can just donate or can invest like $100, $1,000, 5,000, whatever, and become part of the ownership of Unite. And then the other way is once the speed healing app is coming out, to use it, to share it, to give feedback. And the better we can make it, the more we can make it so that it really does work and people love it. And it really solves the problem for the practitioner of finding clients, and it solves the problem for the people for finding amazing free resources for wellness, and also eventually an AI that will help to like sort and sift for you. That's our focus.
Yay! Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
We can create a token for Unite. Yes, please.
James, I'd love to hear more about tokenization.
Right? So fun. Let's go around and make sure everyone gets a chance to share, because we did slate this just for an hour. We can totally go over, but I want to make sure that everybody who only planned for an hour gets a chance to share before we get more into all the juicy stuff.
So yes, please, somebody take
Who
the
else?
floor. We have some amazing people in this chat.
I know.
And we're all amazing people.
Yeah.
It was exciting. I'm excited to hear all the projects.
Yeah.
Helen.
Go Helen. Go Helen.
Shine. It's been a while. Actually, my intention to come in here really is to really connect, because I haven't seen you in a long time. And but as I was coming up here today, I was like, there was this big vision that you're saying that my big vision really is connecting with gurus around the world and supporting them, what they're doing, and collectively, that's my big vision that I see that I am going to be part of. And however, at this moment, like Trinisha said, it's the year of the 9, it's ending of a cycle, and I feel what I'm going through is, it's like ancestral wounds that I have to be with it before I can actually really go out there and be with this big vision, because I am such a huge empath person, like energy orgasm. I'm right with you, James, all of that. And of course, my first experience was with Kathy and you guys in the AMAX. And I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Like, I couldn't move after that strong vibration. Like literally, I had to give some of the healing energy away or else I'm going to stumble. And that was me tapping into the ancestral lineage that I've never, ever experienced. And that was so freaking real that it was like, holy shit, what do? I can't move. And so I realized that, what I'm going through, it's a deep muck. It's a huge hibernation, and I can't rush it, because what it is really organic that I'm building. So with that being said, with organic is, I'm not flashy out there looking for clients, but what would be supporting is for those who have ever experienced being with me, is share like, with what you know about me, and say, hey, Helen can help you, or Helen, just meet her, because I really don't know what I can create with any clients, any wound. We're all wounded. And what I'm really present to is when I'm connecting with people now, I feel their wound right away. And that's a blessing, but it's a curse, because I need to also ground myself. And I'm really present to I need to be grounded first before I can hold the space. But there's a difference between being empathetic and submerging and losing and being triggered because of that wound that I'm feeling. That am I feeling that wound myself? Then it's not complete. So I'm very clear where it is now. So that's where I would love support, is just organic sharing of who I am.
Beautiful, sweetheart.
I love it, Helen.
Love that.
And that's such a good use case for the speed healing platform, because there's no expectation. It's just a free session. It's 10 minutes, low bar, low expectations. You can just play with people. You can let them know up front. So I'm super excited. We'll chat. I'd love to support that. Love you so much.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Got this, sweetie. Community, and it's a really good ask. And sometimes when we're feeling a little bit unclear of kind of, so much energy and so much drive, but a little bit unclear of the focus, getting those reflections from the community of who you really are is so, or who we see you as, is so helpful. So keep reaching out, and we'll definitely send you a message about that too. Love you, sweetie. My Trey G.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was talking all this while without muting myself. Yeah, I was just saying it's lovely to be here. And also, Helen, I'm happy to support. I was speaking to the ancestral healing in the yogic tradition I come from, and also in the other modalities that I facilitate and teach. And so, anytime we can connect later. So I'm Maitreyi. I originally from South India, Chennai, and I've studied with, usually we start with honoring our gurus, my grandfather first, then the Shivananda Ashram, then the Ananda Ashram, where I studied with my teacher, and I lived with her for close to 6 years. So that's a tradition I come from, and I set up my not-for-profit Arkaya Foundation in India, and then I was traveling, teaching in Europe and Hong Kong, different places, and now I live in Vancouver, and my not-for-profit Arkaya Foundation is registered here as well. So what Arkaya does is that we spread the indigenous wisdom of yoga, tantra, Ayurveda, all the allied sciences, and not just share through workshops or shorter programs, but we're also training teachers in a 500-hour, 2-year, fully online. Post-COVID, it's become fully online. That's how it's unfolded. And I was resistant, but I find that it's so wonderful for people, especially when trauma comes to the surface, that they can process in the safety of their own homes. So this online teacher training, I would say, is even better than the in-person, because there are no projections. There is no, another person doesn't have to deal with somebody over talking. Everything is really timed. It's kind of actually streamlined the process. And it's for 2 years. And that's what the focus is. And we're starting our program November 2nd, which is this coming Sunday. So we're really excited, and Cheyenne and Kristall have been supporting that too. So that's the main vision, to have teachers in a decolonized full spectrum practice. Because when I came to the West, I was a bit shocked to see how soon teachers are, I would say, certified without even having a relationship with your guru or with your acharya. I call myself an acharya, not a guru. And so an acharya is someone who is on the path themselves, but who has done the work, who's worked on their shadow. And therefore, they're very cognizant of what's going on within, and also doesn't have any energy leaks or projections. So that's what an acharya is. So a life guide. And that's what I called myself. My teacher called herself that as well. She also said, I'm not a guru. I don't want to be on that pedestal. So that's the tradition I come from. The second thing is we also have a vision of having an Arkaya center later, but that we're going to give it a pause for some time. And the third thing I do, this is my personal stuff, which I'm really excited about. In university, I studied film, and I ran an ad production house, for those of you who didn't know, and was doing fantastically well, till one of my gurus said, oh, so you're manipulating the minds of many, and by selling things they don't need. So I still have retained the filmmaking skills, but I'm not into ads, as you know, for many, many years. but the urge to create was there, and I got a grant to make a documentary about a student of mine. Her name was Karma, so it worked really well to pun on the words karma. The documentary is called Karma. It's going to be released soon, and part of it is already, we did a showing. And the next documentary I'm working on is about a First Nations elder I know for 10 years. So the ask is, one, to spread the word about the teacher training. Two, the ask is to also, if somebody has connections in North America in the film industry, this documentary about the First Nations elder who had his first totem in Stanley Park, and there's a beautiful story around it. He was addicted at 11, and then he actually became a trauma counselor, got himself out of addiction. So it's a very inspiring story. And he's an artist as well. So for that, I'm looking at connections in North America with Netflix or whoever. There's agents. I was told I have to go to LA. I right now don't have the bandwidth to do that, to go to LA and make the connections. But I'm like, oh, maybe somebody here is in LA and has the connections. So that's one ask. Like I said, the first ask is to spread the word about the not-for-profit and the work we do and the teacher training. The second would be if somebody has some film connections. So that's, yeah, fairly simple. Thank you, everyone.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing that, sweetheart. So good.
I'm connecting you with Julia right now.
Shine's doing it right now.
That's
Really well, and member of the Producers Guild and TV Academy here. So.
Oh, fun.
Beautiful. Love that. Yeah, this is one of our favorite things about coming together as a community. I mean, there's only 12 individuals here on this call, but already we're like, oh, I know, so, and I'll connect. It's so fun. So
this is Julia.
Oh, wow. Is she a producer there, or what is she?
So Julia is worked at Gaia, the big the spiritual film and whatever company, and she produced a bunch of stuff with like Greg Braden and all these people, and now she's got 2 documentaries and 1 feature film, and she just pitched to raise $6 million for that feature film, and I think the documentaries are coming along. But I'll give a quick shout out for her. So if you know anyone, they've filled up most of the spots, but they've got a few pay to play spots left. So if you know anyone who's in a position where they're like ready to kind of blow up, but being in a like one of those like secret style documentaries with like the Greg Braden and Robert Edward Grant and Matthias DeStefano, like some of the more well-known people, and having like a feature in there would be really valuable for their career, and they're sort of in that space. I think it starts at 20,000 US, and there's different levels. So it's an investment thing. But in terms of like PR, if it's for the right person, it really can make sense for their career and the ROI and all that stuff. So just message me for more
connections.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah, we got to hang out with her in Mexico. It was absolutely lovely. She's a dream.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Woohoo! We've got a few left. I know.
Lots left.
Well, a few are on. Was it Natasha or Jane said they are at work, so they can't share.
Yana.
Yana. And who do we have? Paul and Kathy. Are you going to share? Yeah.
Please.
Do it.
Oh, Yana's here. Yeah.
Oh, Yana, you would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can also raise your hand.
Hi, everybody. This is awesome. Thanks for putting this on, you guys. Haven't seen a few of you for a while. It's really nice to see you. Wow. Yeah, so many good things. We're in such a powerful place right now. Boy, where do you start? Let's keep it concise, Paul. Well, as you know, we've been taking Anahata, which is something we're initiated in India, combined with breath and Diksha, and then we combined it as energy healers. We teach quantum touch, have for about 15 years now. So there's a whole bunch of different levels of healing that we do on an ongoing basis, and we love that, don't we, Kathy? Yeah. We're very fortunate, and we've been doing Anahata probably for about 15 years too. Hey,
yeah.
And thank you again, Kristall and Shine, because that was so cool bringing it out to the planetarium a couple of times, out to we've done it in festivals. or a festival, and
Science
the
World.
Science World. Wow, that was cool. We got some great footage on that one. Wow, that was cool. And so many people had so many powerful experiences. It was epic, you know. They're so grateful for that. We really have a vision of bringing Anahata around the world. So we're going to start a Anahata practitioner training program, and we want to see to support. It's the kind of thing where people can bring what they're passionate about into and combine and do things, as well as create a really powerful community. And if they're interested in bringing the mother cacao, that's a very powerful experience. It helps people who are a little bit shy of the bigger medicines to come in and have, you know, a powerful experience with a very gentle medicine, the mother. And so that's
I have a cacao part.
and there's a cacao part.
We've finessed because of Kristall and Shine taking us to places where we had to make cacao for like 200-300 people. We had to figure out how to get our cacao, and so it's ended up in these cacao hearts. So in here is a ceremonial dose of cacao, and it's pure. It's pure cacao butter paste, erythritol monk fruit for sweetening. Some of them have coconut milk powder, essential oils for flavor. And this particular batch is Peruvian, and I think we like it the very best.
Yeah,
so
people are loving it. It's so much easier to do. Remember at the planetarium,
we wanted to be chocolatiers at one moment, and we were like,
no. At the planetarium, we kept blowing all the switches. We were trying to remember that. Oh, it was a nightmare.
Yeah,
trying to heat up every
Trying to
cacao.
boil vats of.
Oh God! I finally was down in the lunchroom, right, and that was the only place that had updated electrical circuits.
Sure was stressful.
So we're going to solve that problem. Anyway, yeah, that's one of our visions, and for sure we're super excited about that. Catherine and I are actually ready to initiate our own a podcast where it's everything about awakening, and I'm the everyday mystics. She'll be the Kundalini Crones, everything about Kundalini energy, everything about Kathy's just so passionate into human design, quantum human design, gene keys. So she's gonna cover a lot of that. I'm about the awakening, the Christ way, and all that kind of things, and mysticism and mystics. But the focus is how to bring practical mysticism to people so that it can make a change in their lives. You know, that because it's great to have experiences and everything, but what it's like Chief Seattle said, you know, if your medicine doesn't grow corn for the children, what use is it? Yeah, right. And so it's like bringing it out in a way that we can assist people in their healing journeys, but also create communities. And there's a lot, like I'm a transpersonal therapist, so I've been in private practice for many years now. And I got to tell you, a lot of my clients are going through big processes right now. And I feel like coming online, and there's a lot of great people out there and a lot of great support, but people need to understand what the awakening process is about, you know, because and to get the practical support in it, because it's like Christ says, you know, when you first really awaken, it's a shocking, disturbing experience. And if everyone's telling you it's all la 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 la, they haven't had an awakening, trust me. And so it's like taking care of people on the path to not only helping that awakening to happen, but bringing them into the path of awakening. So on that note, this is really exciting. I got invited to, well, originally they were going to call it the Jesus Way, but now they're calling it the Christ Way, because, which I like better, because it wasn't the traditional religious Jesus, it was the master. And so by calling it the Christ Way, I love that, because it's about a universal experience. And my passion, Kathy's passion, our passion is that the only way the world is going to shift is we need a new shift in consciousness, which is happening. So the more of us that get into that awakening and living our passions and being that unique contribution and service that we all are, and all of us here beautiful, and bring it out, you know, in our own unique way, the better. So especially like from now to apparently 2032, there's a massive awakening going on in the earth, in our collective. So we really need to, you know, do our thing to support this evolvement in human consciousness. So anyway, they're putting on this summit, and it's a 7-day free summit. It's the 3rd to the 9th of December.
4th to the 10th.
4th to the 10th.
I think 4th to the 9th. 7 days.
Yeah, and somehow, and there's a lot of speakers, and it's free. 7 days. If you got a calendar and you want to go through a very powerful transformative experience, there's going to be amazing speakers on all kinds of levels of awakening on that 7-day summit. And I'm speaker opening it. And within that, I've done a meditation in that process. It's already been recorded. That is powerfully unites us all heart to heart into the divine collective. So I would love people to come on, have that experience, support that energy so that we can become one heart, one mind, right? One collective awakening together. That'd be great. And at the end of it, I think they've got Kathy and I live doing Anahata, which we're super stoked about, which will also help people come into the field, because our belief and what we've seen in our work and happen to people is once we connect through our heart into the divinity within, into the collective field, everything people need is there. Like every answer to everything you're meeting in your life or you need or support, it's all there. So that's our passion, help people connect to the field and support them in that process going through it. I think, is that?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and we do quantum touch. So if you've got people interested in energy healing, we do that. I have my own private practice, love helping people. So that's kind of it.
I love it. I love you guys so much.
I love you guys so much. For me, Paul and Kathy are the like mama and papa of the cacao and breath community in Vancouver. So very, very special. And actually, it's only been announced privately, but you're going to get a little sneak peek right now. Is just yesterday, we agreed to team up for a personal, private Anahata experience and Lighthouse Potluck on November 23rd, hosted by beautiful Paul and Kathy in Vancouver in Oak Ridge area. So yeah, that's going to be an amazing special event to also a little send off for Shine and I as we head down to San Francisco for a little while. So it's going to be our last live event in Vancouver. So everyone on the call is invited. And yeah, Paul and Kathy, we're going to do the Anahata cacao and breath beforehand. It's an amazing way to drop into your heart and just really create such a beautiful. After that, the potluck, the connection is like next level because everyone is just so wide open, so deep in their hearts. So yeah, super, super fun. Let me know if you are in Vancouver local and want to come join us for that on November 23rd. It's going to be a special thing. I don't think we're going to share it publicly. So yeah, reach out if you want that.
Do you know, the other thing too is I know that we've, some people have been to our cacao journey at the planetarium and stuff like that. The thing that makes the house unique is we have 2 ajna lights.
Oh yes, I forgot about
you know anything about an ajna light? It's like, depending, like if we, keep it to about 20, 25 people, everybody can get a good, 4 to 5 minutes with the ajna light right here. And it will create colors and sacred geometry. And it usually comes to you for your turn at the exact moment you need it, and ramps her up. And so we have a good time at our cacao journeys.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's so fun. So yeah, reach out. You need the links and connections for that. And Paul, what you gonna add?
Before I forget, there's a couple. I think Maitreya mentioned about filming. We used to do something called Living Vision, a retreat to like 20. I started it with another person in 2000, and then we did it yearly. And it was for visionaries using healing arts to inspire and create community. But there was a lot of really cool things came out of that. And then Kathy came on board and we changed the name to Living Vision. So it's all about community, supporting people in vision. And I think his last name was Campbell, Maitreya, but I'll look it up. He has a school on the island for filming and documentaries. And there's a lot of students, they'll do work for free. And he's had a few award-winning documentaries. He's a super cool guy. I'll try and remember his name, see if I can connect him up with you. And we also, at that time, we were lobbying the government for supporting healers on on the medical system. And to hear the other lady out in Surrey, God bless you, what you're doing, that's got legs, because I have a lot of people come over to me over the years. Oh, does the government support you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm sorry, they don't, you know, and very few insurance companies do. But I think you're on to something really fantastic here, because teaming up, like healers teaming up with traditional, like acupressure, maybe hypnotism. And there's a lot of beautiful modalities out there that are very complementary to energy. Yeah. And so I think that's kind of a cool way for people, healers perhaps, to piggyback into the system and do that. So, you know, if I can think of anything more about that to help out with that, I think that's a fantastic thing. And the other lady with the dome, my nephew in Thailand, the company he works for, we're in the top 10 in the world for making the most significant impact on the environment. And he had the smallest budget with the least amount of people in Thailand, cleaning up pollution on the reefs and the rivers. And he teaches Thais how to do that. And then they take all of the pollution, and a lot of people know about all this, but they're making incredible products, like out of recycles, like unbelievably, like where people go, wow, that's cool. So he, you know, that might be a really cool, he could have some suggestions for you, or he would be an amazing story, James. And he does actually come to big conventions, and sometimes he does come down to California. So maybe at that convention, there would be a connection. Anyway,
y'all connect up after. If anyone needs to run, because I know we're kind of over time, let's get you going first.
Yeah.
So like if you have a hard out, like go put your hand up or just unmute.
I think we have 2 more people we want to share quick. And what I want to do is, the last few people just share briefly. Sorry, we're over time. And then if you can wait before you run, I really want to do a collective manifestation juice up for all these beautiful projects. And then we can get into side conversations and sharing resources and all that fun stuff. We can stick around for that. But let's get the last few shares so that we can add them into the soup and do the collective manifestation.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's 3 more. Perfect.
Yeah. So yay. Okay, let's see if we can pop through this.
Inglia, and James.
Yeah. So
whoever's ready, just jump in.
Yeah, jump
especially
in,
if you've got
unmute,
if you gotta go.
And away we go.
Do you mind if I go first, ladies? Although, you know, as out of respect, it should be ladies first.
I think just go, James.
Like, I'm going to share with the event page. I've started writing it already. I think it's better to just be able to read it in order to process it. So I'm not actually going to share. I love you all. And I'm going to align with every single one of you and help you with your visions, because with alignment, with co-creation, especially if you're a visionary and you're coming from your heart and you let go of money and you get ego out of the fucking way, and you're truly aligned with source, I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you. And that's what Jesus taught,
Thank
is
you.
that a life of service.
Thank you so much.
You're
Beautiful.
welcome.
Love that.
I love you, James.
Aw, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for all your support.
All right.
Jana? Inglia?
Hello, my name is Inglia Amor, and I'm a New Earth architect, global visionary guide of holistic development and ascension, and founder of the Recreating Shambhala educational platform and conceptual designer of Amora Healing Center, Academy, and Shambhala Sanctuary. This is a huge project, so I have a background for that. I'm universal architect with international education. I have many grants like Fulbright, Erasmus, Sapienza University of Rome, and I hold 5 higher degrees. And over 20 years of professional experience in architecture, landscape design, urban planning, and also scientific research focused on ecology, biomimicry, and regenerative design. And at Sapienza University of Rome, I wrote a dissertation about new regenerative civilization. So that's why on my hands and shoulders, I have a huge project such as Shambhala Sanctuary, which I am developing right now. And it aims to establish a high vibrational habitat that provides healing, evolution, and ascension by enriching biodiversity and restoring the fertility of degraded lands and ecosystems. All the projects I got in my meditations. I was sitting high up in the mountains, downloading all these visions, and plus to my professional background, education, that's how it's the Shambhala came out. And also plus spirituality and ascension, which I was focused for many years. It just enriched this holistic approach in developing this sanctuary that will function as the portal to the new earth, fostering evolutionary progress and while addressing current crises. So I'm looking right now for partners to create together this regenerative sanctuary, which will set to blossom with Ascension Resort and Academy in its heart. So the main purpose is to facilitate holistic development and profound transformation, to unlock limitless potential, activate multidimensional abilities for creative self-realization, and to prepare leaders, healers, and ascended masters. I was into Ascension for since 2020. I was awakened spiritually, and I was an ascension part, and so I developed the educational program for people to become ascended masters and architects of the new earth, to restore degraded lands and to create enlightened settlements worldwide. So, and eventually it will be built, this sanctuary, as a sacred ark, blending regenerative design, sacred design, geodesic structures, pyramids with tropical ecosystems, and hilly gardens. And so, and also it is necessary to create a practical education for people who live there and who come to study and to heal. So as a result, it will function, as I already said, portal to the new earth, sacred ark, which will also design to preserve and propagate the finest expression of nature. And so we're open for partnerships, investors, and all kinds of support. I was trying to make it short. So
Beautiful. Thank you.
I have a very clear vision of what it is, and I support it.
It's beautiful, and I'm
Inglia,
excited.
that's a lot to unpack.
Beautiful.
Like you have so much going on. It was hard for me to follow. I'm just saying, if there's any way that you can just put into the comments section what the website is, where we can figure out how we can support you, that would be amazing.
Yep, and we'll dig in more for sure. Let's get Jana's share in here, and then we'll do a collective manifestation, and then we can dig into all the juice with everyone.
And Natasha.
And Natasha, if Natasha wants to share as well.
That's fine. Jana!
Hello. Hello, how are you?
So good to see you.
Thanks, guys, for putting this together. So nice to see you and meeting so many new people here. That's wonderful. And yeah, so grateful that you created this event. So big, applause for you guys, because you put lots of heart and effort and energy into all this work. So thank you firstly to you and everyone that joined. And yeah, I would like to maybe share just simply a few words. And I really resonate with the last project in Glia, I believe. So I am currently, well, actually, let's start with how things really shifted with me was when I started to focus on breath work and different modalities and became breath work for a certified teacher for adults and children, which not many people really focus is children. And I really would love to focus on children going forward. And started with creating beautiful space in Vancouver downtown, Neiltown, called Mandala Studio. So that was my baby for some time that I passed to a beautiful new owner before I went to world travels about in last couple of years, year and a half or so, and learned and facilitated to and all over different places, Hawaii, which I feel it's one of my really close homes to me. And right now I'm in Vancouver for a few months visiting and looking into moving to South America for a little bit, doing some facilitating and also learning and practicing more about equine therapy with horses, which I really love and feel like that I resonate with that medicine. So that's kind of where I'm at. And my vision and focus is to currently two different things that really come together. One is creating a platform that's focusing on non-toxic education, non-toxic products, non-toxic lifestyle, which I think connecting, the spirituality, and I've been into that world for a while. It really is important to live in that environment, non-toxic way, and try to use products that are not harming the planet and not harming the nature. So living with that lifestyle, it's really difficult for lots of people. So I want to introduce more kind of easier way and connecting things together on like a platform as well, online, and educational videos about it. In Europe now, I'm European, born in Czech Republic, and in Europe it's a really big thing right now. I think it's really coming to North America slowly. So I hope I can introduce this more here, and potentially looking into purchasing land or being part that's really focused on those values and the eco-friendly lifestyle in the community for all.
We're just losing you. We're losing you a little bit.
Nature and connected to nature. So this is my vision.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Maybe just take your video off for a second.
Yeah, we just lost.
Oh, sorry. I guess the signal is not the best here.
We got most of it.
We got the last
Yes,
little, I think just the last line.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try a little bit of the video. So what was the is it better now a little bit?
Yeah, and I think we got
everything.
all of it. It's a beautiful vision. Thank you. And it's just share your links for how we can support in the chat.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, and big cheer to all of you, and thanks for sharing your plans and your missions. Thank you. Have a good day.
Anna.
Beautiful. Love that.
Natasha.
Love you guys.
I love you. Natasha, if you're there,
I
just
think she said she was at work.
oh, she's at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. I think that's
good.
that's
I'll do a quick plug for our friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants it public, so I'll just say our friend. We looked at 30 acres with him on last week. It's on Bowen Island. Cool. Very, very interesting potential. If anyone's interested in a Bowen Island community.
land project.
Right.
Yeah.
Kristall.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I realized that I had said I would say something, and I'm gonna create something in real time. But may I have the floor for like 2 minutes? Is that okay?
Yep.
Thank you. I want to be respectful, obviously, and I've interjected in many different places, and I've got this amazing opportunity and vision, and I can help people connect, and I'm like an earth connector. But the biggest one is yesterday at like 3:33, myself and a fellow by the name of Darcy Sangster, he's a landowner here in fucking Langley, BC, South Surrey, 192nd and Highway 10, has offered me the opportunity to have 16 acres, which he has currently an animal sanctuary on where they help dogs and cats. So he's a non-profit organization. And this fellow, we got together through some WhatsApp groups, one of them being regenerative real estate. And the long and the short of it is now we're getting together on this land on Sunday. So I'd really like prayers on Sunday that, because I need to connect with the land first. I mean, I have a diploma in horticulture. I'm an organic master gardener. I know about permaculture. I know I'm a certified green roof installer. I can create composting toilets and systems like you wouldn't fucking believe. But beyond that, it takes all of us. And so for me, my mantra is to help heal humanity. That's it in a nutshell. But beyond that is to get on stages and share the message and the vision of just stop for a second. You know, we're all caught up in this bullshit system that we've created as humanity, or it's been shown to us through generations. And it's like, stop, connect with who you are. Why are you here? What is your passion? And then share that with the universe, share that with your community, share that with your friends, share that with Matrey, share that with Timon, share that with Natasha, Inglia, Kathy, Shine, Jana, all of you. Like, it's up to us, right? God is there within us, but we have to tap in so that we all have unique talents. And that's what makes this beautiful cosmos so fucking amazing, right? And so for me, I'm setting up an incubator program for people that are heart-centered businesses. And I don't want money to get in the way of people. It's especially for young entrepreneurs. So it's a sliding scale of $33 to $333 a month for 3 months. And I've got this incubator, and I want to help people to catapult their business to the next level. But it has to align with me, and it has to align with the entire thing, has to align with giving back to humanity. That's it. Thank you for your time.
Beautiful.
Love it, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So appreciate you.
All right. Before we get into beautiful side conversations, do you have anything else to add, sweetie? Okay. I think we're going to have to adjust the event time for the next one. Maybe an hour and a half is more realistic. And it's so fun. And we know that the connecting part is so juicy. So it's really hard to kind of interrupt that, but we do want to also appreciate and honor everyone's time. So I know a few people had to jump off quickly, so we don't have the full collective energy, but we created that container. So let's now take a moment to drop in. There's so many fun, exciting ideas here. So many beautiful projects. And like James just said, like this is something, all of us coming together in this one space just to hold space for each other. And really one of the biggest beautiful gifts we can give to each other is just believing in each other And sometimes one of the hardest things to do is believe in ourselves and believe that we're capable of doing this. So having the reflection, we've had 12 beautiful souls on this call in person here, connected. And so to have 11 other people shining back that your dream is not just possible, it is soul possible. That's a word we came up with on another community adventure. Just everything is, instead of it's unbelievable or it's impossible, it's soul possible. Our souls can feel all the possibility. That's why we get chills. That's why we get these full body activations, is just because we can connect and feel everything that we're sharing here is so possible for all of us. And that's why we're speaking it into being right now. So just having that sense sit with us that every single one of these pieces is not only possible, it's already happening. The fact that we are talking about it now, it's just that the only thing we're doing is lining ourselves up with this reality. And we have taken massive steps today towards a thriving humanity for all of us. Every single word that's been spoken here today has stepped us all together collectively closer to this reality that we are all calling in, and it is all connected and it is all linked together, and the resources are infinite. There are so many resources for everything that we want to do, and there's no lack. There is zero lack for any of this. There's no lack of energy, time, space, funds, abundance, even ideas. It is all possible, and it is all coming together, and all we are doing here is just lining up with this beautiful vision for this thriving humanity, seeing all these elements, all these pieces coming together, networked together, connected together, going to attract more and more pieces the more we are just resonating in this new earth vibration of the thriving humanity that we are calling in. The more we are all resonating in this vibration, the more we are stepping into this reality together, and every single piece and element and tool and idea and abundant resource that we need is just at our fingertips. It is right there. We can feel it. We can see it. It is here. It is coming. It is so close. And every single time we speak this, every single time we feel this, we are moving ourselves closer to this reality. And it is possible for all of us. And we would not have this vision if we could not create it. So here we are today, creating steps towards this beautiful, connected future, all of us together, and showing up is a huge step. And then any step we can take, any inspiration, any downloads, ideas, oh, I should connect with that person or share this resource, or share, those are our higher self bringing us closer and closer, and follow those leads and follow those guideposts and follow those into just the most amazing, juicy connections that we can't even imagine yet, but it is there and it is possible and it's coming, and we can see it, we hear it, we love it, and it's so fun. New Earth reality, here we come. Thank you, everyone. Woohoo! So fun. You can come back if you want, sweetie, or you can stay there. It's up to you.
There we go.
Yay. Thank you so much, everyone. That was so fun. You can tune off if you want now. If you've got other things to go do, we're going to stick around and keep chatting and keep connecting. We are going to do this again, hopefully weekly. I'm not sure if we'll do the same time and place, or time and date of day of the week, but we will let you know. And thank you for tuning in. And yeah, should we end the recording, or you want to keep recording? There we go.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. The container is now closed. New Earth has been accomplished. Thriving humanity is possible. We're all in it. And yeah. Thank you, everyone. Love you. Now you can unmute and chatter all you want.
Yay. Oh my gosh.